A warm welcome back to the Forensics Detailing channel, guys. Do not forget to subscribe. Today we're going to be doing a product review of Labocosmetica Sidero, which is an iron remover gel with anti-limescale action, concentrated formula, which is interesting, made in Italy by Labocosmetica. So let's just have a look at the basics of the product. It costs £14 for 500 ml, which gives you a translated cost per litre of £28 per litre. The Bilt Hamber product is £14.95 per litre. So it's nearly twice as expensive to buy the product in its litre sort of retail size offering, and this needs to be scaled up to do that comparison. So if we look at the bulk price, the Bilt Hamber product is £59.95 roughly for 5 litres. The Labocosmetica product is roughly 84 quid for 4,500 millilitres, which is a bit of a strange bulk quantity, but that converts to roughly £93 for 5 litres. So the bulk price comparison really is about £93 roughly to £60. So the Bilt Hamber product is more affordable on paper as you go and buy this. Now, let's have a look at some of the product features with the Sidero. So it's advertised as a low low smell or scented kind of fallout remover. If you take the lid off and smell it, it absolutely honks. But when you use it, there is less odour when you're misting it out than this product, but not significantly different. But I'll give it that it meets its claim on smelling slightly better. It's a general fallout remover, so it can be used to decontaminate paintwork. It can be used to decontaminate your alloy wheels where the brake dust embeds. So we've discussed before that fallout removers work by dissolving the rust layer of any ferrous component. They don't dissolve the ferrous component, just the rust layer. But by dissolving the rust layer, you shrink the ferrous component, which releases it, dislodges it from the paintwork. The speed of the purple reaction indicates that reaction shows you that the rust is being changed. The state is changing of the rust to a different oxide, which is soluble. So a stronger purple reaction indicates better product performance. It has a gel quality, so it sticks to the surface without running off, so you're using more of the product. Rather, any product that slides off the panel without being used is wasted product. Slower drying, lubricated. It also has a really interesting feature where it will turn green if it encounters any kind of mineral deposits, which I haven't been able to see. I haven't seen that green reaction. When it hits ferrous components, it will turn purple. It claims it can restore beading as well to kind of previous protection products. The interesting thing is you can use this product neat for heavy contamination, maybe alloy wheels and all that sort of stuff, but you can water it down 1 to 4, which is fantastic because that bulks your product down by a factor of 5. So 500 ml of product, if you bulked it down 1 to 4, would give you 2.5 litres, making that price point comparison, making this actually more cost effective. So what we've done is we've tested it, first of all, both of these products at full concentration. I put the same trigger head on both of them. This doesn't come with a trigger spray, which is perhaps an oversight because some customers might want that, but in a professional environment, it will get decanted and all that sort of stuff. But I've got to review it. So I mentioned it doesn't come with a trigger spray. It comes with a locking cap. Now, when we put these products, 10 sprays of each product onto one side of an alloy wheel in their neat form, it appears to me that the Korrosol reacts a lot quicker and a lot more vividly, and more of the alloy kind of where the spray is hit turns purple as well, quicker. Whereas with this one, it kind of, the purple creeps around more before it gets all over the face of the alloy, if you like. So for me, Korrosol is still the stronger reacting product from a thioglycolic acid point of view, from a fallout remover point of view, a deeper purple reaction and a much quicker purple reaction. And I'll show you it on one side of, a split alloy wheel, and I'll show you on 2 different alloy wheels reacting, so you can gauge and see what I've seen to see if you think that's a fair assumption. Right, The next thing, when you use this product, it definitely sticks to the alloy wheel. It definitely doesn't run off, which is really nice. It also foams up nicely under the brush. It also does react reasonably quickly. Not as quick as the Korrosol, but still rapid. Perhaps in the top 5 of reactivity that I've seen with fallout removers. So it's quite a potent fallout remover. It works very well as a wheel cleaner, foams up with the brush, has a rich concentrated feel to it when you use it neat, and does a very good job of cleaning the alloy wheel. Here's the thing, when you knock this down 1 to 4 and use it on an alloy wheel, I expected it to be way less potent, in fact probably not effective. It was still effective at 1 to 4, which is really good, and there was still quite a good foaming level action, and I would say, in my opinion, that the Sidero product reacted quicker at 1 to 4 and felt richer and more effective than the DIY detail fallout remover we tested last week. Then that reacted when it was neat. So this is a very high quality product. After I'd used this on the paintwork at 1 to 4, there was some reactivity from it. Once I've rinsed it off, I can see a little bit more beading coming back from the bonnet. I wouldn't describe it as beading, I'd describe it as the hydrophobic effect was restored slightly, not massively, but a little bit. So I'll give it that claim. I want to go over a couple of other negatives. We've covered the fact that you don't get a sprayer in here. I want to just put another negative here with the instructions. As always with these, they wind around the bottle too much, so they're hard to read. So you've got to track when you're reading it, you've got to twist the bottle and track it. If you can see those instructions there, it just talks about, first of all, dilution can be diluted down, 1 part product to 4 parts water. For heavy contamination, etc., whatever, rust spots or internal trim, you can use pure, yeah. Precautions, do not apply, to hot surfaces and all that sort of stuff. But then it goes off into different languages, yeah. So where's the actual instructions on here? And I can't see that. Can't see any instructions at all. Is it one of those peely-weely labels? It doesn't look like it's a peely-weely label. So a negative for me is that there's no product instructions. And I think with a fallout remover, a good dialogue on what the product does and how it works by dissolving rust and the reactivity side of it is a good piece of information to give people, because then they can get their head around how to use the chemical properly. As a sort of precursor, you let it work, you let it react, and then it's at its best, it's done its most dislodging, and then you work it to actually physically dislodge the stuff. Now, so the instructions, no sprayer. It doesn't have class-leading reactivity, okay, in my opinion, and I'll overlay you the data, but it has good level of bleeding reactivity. The smell, when you smell it from the bottle, it absolutely honks. So I thought it was a negative, but then when you use it, it does seem to smell better. The biggest negative, I think, with this product is the bulk price, because you can unlock the value of these products when you go up to bulk. And that bulk price, really, of £93 for 5 litres, is going to put, in my opinion, the professionals off. Because the professionals will have worked out they can pay about £30 for 5 litres. Now, this product will be better, in my opinion, than the ones that you can get for £30 for 5 litres. But is it going to be 3 or 4 times, 3 times better? You know what? It might be than some of them because of that dilution factor. It's difficult, this one. I think you're getting with the idea with where I'm going with this. On a bad day, I would rate Sidero 7.5 out of 10, but this isn't a bad day, this is a good day. On a good day, I'd rate it 8.5 out of 10. It might be floating around the fringes of top 5 fallout removers that I've used. I love the fact you can bulk it down and it's still effective. They could all say you could bulk it down, but then they might not actually work at 1 to 4. That works at 1 to 4, so it is concentrated, it's well formulated. I like the fact it's got that descaling action in it. I've not seen that advertised before. It's doing something in addition that the other products might not do. I think that's really cool. And other than that, I've had a good experience with using the product. It works well at 1 to 4 as a clay lube. You know, it's nice and got a bit of a foaming action to it. You can spray it on, you don't have to use too much. Doesn't dry. I can get the value by diluting it down. So it's asking the question that maybe the next time I've got to go and buy a fallout remover, this might pop into my head that it could be a valuable option. There are other concentrate ones on the market, and you can also dilute the Korrosol down as well, and it still works really well. So I think at the moment I would still probably go and buy the Korrosol for me, and I tend to buy a litre of this, and a litre of it, if I use it sparingly, which you can, will last me a long time. Sidero is a really good top 5 product. Labocosmetica are a good brand. When I go through the comments, and whenever I do a fallout remover video, someone will tell me I need to go and test this fallout remover and that one. And I've given up doing that half the time now, because every time I've been told to do that, I go and do it and they get destroyed. Someone put in there, you need to try Labocosmetica Sidero. And I thought, yeah, they've got the pedigree, they've got the credentials to maybe be able to do something quite cool. And it is. And it's nearly there. It's nearly there. It would be, to get up from that 8.5 to 9.5, or, you know, a 10 or whatever, it needs to be really good on the performance. Like, it needs to be up there with the best on the performance, and it needs to beat the best on value. And then I go and buy it. It's that simple. And this product isn't quite there. But what I like about Labocosmetica is their formulations, their thinking about how they can put unique selling points from a chemical perspective into their products. I like the fact with their rinseless washes, they thought, how can we go beyond just giving you a rinseless wash? We'll give you a rinseless acidic pre-wash, and we'll give you you know, an alkaline rinseless, and all these things that they're thinking about. How can we give you a USP? I love that mindset, because if you do that mindset, you've got a chance of creating products which are actually chemically different and offer people an advantage. This product, with its descaling action in there, is the first time I've heard of that. Let me know if there's another one that claims it. Maybe someone will say that they all have a descaling action when they potentially react, and their pH changes or whatever. I don't know. You've seen all you need to know with this particular video. Labocosmetica. If you're in the market for a different fallout remover, because you tried the Bilt Hamber one, you want to try something different, then this is definitely worth a look. And it may well float your boat. It's not bad. It really is. It's a good product. That is a real solid, say 8 out of 10, 4 stars. Yeah, and that's the biggest issue for me. What do you feel? This is all personal opinion. I just feel that £93 is getting a little bit excessive, but that's just my opinion. So you can get that product from Into Detailing. You can try the discount code Forensic. It might give you 5%. If it doesn't work, it's not discountable. Worth a look. Over and out.
Holding on to what I knew, but the moment's gone. Where was I when